Hello, 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 my dearios, my darlings, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. Now, we've, last episode we did quite a lot, actually. We gave the Firekeeper her soul back, which was kind of cool. I want to go to the Cleansing Chapel. And we had a little bit of an explore around the around the Firelink Shrine itself and found some interesting shite. Well, we may go and do that again, because there is something we missed down there. There's quite a few things we missed, actually, including a very old character. A character from the original Dark Souls game who is invisible, who is knocking about that particular area. And she's quite cool, actually. She is quite a cool character. So we will go back. And there's also a couple of secrets round about in the rafters that we didn't get. So we will go back. I'm just going to go and see if we can finish the Cathedral of the Deep this time round. Nope, 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 nope. We want to go this way, I think, this time round. Yeah. And we don't want to take that one, because that's to Rosaria's chambers. We want to go this way this time. And we want to be very, 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 very careful indeed. Because that knight is up here. And they can be tough. Where is he? That's fine. Oh, he's heading away, that's good. So, we need to be phenomenally careful. Because these guys are everywhere, and they're pains. Okay. That's where we want to go. Now, this is tricky, but not as tricky as it seems. We are going to wake the giant. And we want to avoid him, if we can. Avoid him at all costs, and we want to get through to here. Right, this is cool, this is good. Okay, let me deal with the maggot man. Right, that's all to the good. He can't actually hit us here, we're kind of invulnerable here. So, what we do, first of all, we need to take down these things, because these things are going to be very, very, very distracting. Right, because of where his foot is, we can just wail on him. I mean, it's a kind of a naughty way of doing it, but... Hang on, let me get my axe out. There we go. Oh, God. Oh, you bastard. Hang on. Oh, you swines. There we are. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Right. This is taking health off, by the way. It is harming him, it's just taking a while. Right, what's his health like? Oh, God, it's taking forever. Yeah, this is going to take forever. Maybe I can use some spells. Because these guys do seem to be quite vulnerable to magic, so... What does that do? Oh, that's not doing a damn thing to him. This is going to take forever, but... I wonder if the scythe has a bit better luck with him. Let's try this. Well, you need to be careful, because if he does wake, then he can do you harm. Bastard. This is just a better way of taking him down than doing him fairly, you know? I mean, the way this is designed, they must have intended this. They must have known that players were going to do this. God. Yeah, it's just take it leisurely. Just keep hitting him in the foot. And eventually he'll go down, you know? God, these guys are much bigger than the ones from Drangleic. Oh, he's got up, I think. Yeah. Oh dear. God, look at the chains. I mean, it's interesting. These guys are actually prisoners. They're slaves. They're not doing this intentionally. I imagine these are the last survivors. They're the last of the giant race, would be my guess. Oh, he's nearly done now. Which means that we're engaging in a kind of soft genocide here. Yeah, he's nearly done. But they seem to be used throughout Drangleic as slaves. Oh, throughout Lothric, rather. I wonder if behind their masks they have the same hole in their faces as the giants from Drangleic. Because Yorm certainly doesn't. Who's the one of the bosses? He doesn't have that. He's actually got a face. Ooh. Ooh. Scary. Get back down. Thank you. Not very smart, giants. In keeping with their sort of fairy tale counterparts. Oh. Oh, he's nearly dead. He's nearly dead. There's a lot down here that's worth picking up too. A lot. Nearly done. God, look at the sacred things that have been hammered into his legs and everything. It's the creature looks like it's in a lot of pain, doesn't it? I think that's him done. Yeah, that's it. And he's a permadeath. When he dies, he dies. Pale tongue, that's for Rosaria. Oh, it's you. Yeah. What's this? Dranghammer's weapon. Dual-wielding weapons. Interesting. Yeah, these blob things, they are simultaneously the... I suppose you could call them the spawn, but they're also the effluent of Aldrich, which is... Ugh. The Drang stuff is pretty good, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, the Drang armor is excellent. I may try it. I'm just going to switch to the... yeah, there we go. Right, okay. We need to take this tactically, because there's a lot of these guys here. So what we need to do... Draw the priests first. Get rid of the priests first, if we can. Because they will see us first. See? He's already targeted us, and he will try to throw fire at us, so you can't be dealing with them while you're dealing with the knights as well. Come on. It's what I like about Dark Souls 3 as opposed to Dark Souls 2. It's all about... It's more like Dark Souls 1 in that it's about dealing with the enemies in a tactical manner. Okay, right. He's not going to follow us all the way down, so... You see? Worth noting. There's always sort of a tactical way of dealing with these guys, which I really like. You just got to think about what you're doing, what you've got, and how best to use it, you know? Gotcha. There we go. That's him done. Cool. Now, the big dude... we can take down in a similar vein. Mit da big sword. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Okay, cool. Again, he won't come all the way down. Gotcha. Oh, you bastard. Oh, no! Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault for getting cocky. Did that thing. I did the Dark Souls thing. I got cocky. You don't do it. You don't do it, ladies and gents. It's not the way it works. So, but the thing is, now the giant won't respawn, so we can just run right back to that area, which is quite useful. Quite useful. Okay. Right then, my dears, let's try that one again without being such a dick about it, shall we? Because that was stupid on my part. That was entirely my mistake. I just got a little too cocky there, which is often what happens in Dark Souls, as we all know. It's a certain recipe for disaster. Oh, what am I doing? I pressed the wrong button there. That's also a recipe for disaster in Dark Souls. Right. Oh yeah, these things are going to be back now, aren't they? Horrible. Oh, we can activate this one as well. There's no real urgency with this one. I don't really know what the point of this one is, unless there's an item that it brings up or something. But let's try it out anyway. I think what this one's for is fighting the giant. What you're supposed to do is bring this up so that he can't get through, then you use it to protect yourself. Quite useful in that regard. Quite useful. Yeah, all of these bloody things are going to be back, so... the shite spawn of Aldrich. Horrible things. Absolutely grotesque. I mean, they're very similar to the creatures that are also in Dark Souls 1 and 2, I believe, that are very, very much the same, sort of globular sewer creatures. There's also an equivalent in Bloodborne as well of these things. They're a bit bigger in Bloodborne, though, and a bit nastier. Oh yeah, the Maggot Man has just dropped, hasn't he? He's supposed to be a clue, you see, as to Rosaria being up there. Which is kind of cool. It's a very good example of how this game handles guiding you round and handles story and whatnot. It doesn't just tell you, it doesn't give you exposition, it gives you these subtle visual cues all the way through. Okay, let's get our souls back. There's a reasonable amount, not massive, but reasonable. Okay, let's try this one again, shall we? I want the priests. I want the priests to come. I love the fact that the positioning of the creatures in these games suggests story. So you've got the altar to Aldrich here, yeah? And you've got these guys who seem to be in prayer, being tended to by these guys. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I think that's fantastic myself. Yeah. Blood red candles, interesting. Okay, there's one. I don't want to wake that knight there. Not right now, anyway. Come on. Come on with your glowy eyes. Nah. Gotcha. Okay, right. Oh, bollocks. I don't want to draw both of them. No, no, no. Just one. Just one is fine. Two of them is obscene. One is fine. Two is obscene. Alright, let's be careful. Don't want to get caught out like last time. Oh yes, he's still active. Look at that flanged mace. That, I mean, there are real weapons like that. Not quite as obscenely huge as that, because that would be impossible to wield. But the flanged mace is a real medieval weapon. It's fucking brutal. I mean, designed to mutilate. It's specifically designed to mutilate its target. Really hideous. Yeah! Gotcha. Truly vile. I mean, you don't have to kill this guy. You can actually go around him very easily, but I want to kill him. Right, he's gonna run, so let's... I mean, you can defeat him quite easily just by dodging around him. He's not that hard, but I don't want to take the risk at the moment, if I can help it. What's he doing? Oh, he's heading back to his prayers. His contemplations, whatever they might be. Good for him. Yeah? Good for you, man. Good for you. Titanite shard. Alright, fine. Have you dropped anything? It's sometimes hard to tell whether these guys have dropped anything because their bodies obscure it. Okay, right. This is a very out-of-the-way area as well. I mean, you don't necessarily have to come this way. Yeah, not at the moment anyway. You can just go right through Karthus and then you'll hit a magical barrier which forces you then to come back this way. But you can still go and do a lot more of the game before you even bother coming this way. I like the way it's structured in that regard. Look at the pews. Hello. And what happened there? You got the two priests. Look at the altar there. Presiding. I love the way it's sunken in. It kind of suggests how corrupt this faith is, how distorted. Doesn't it? Satisfying. Goodbye. Right, I'm going to ember myself up in a minute because we're going to go fight a boss, which is kind of interesting, actually. Kind of interesting. I'll do that now, actually. Ember! Oh, we got loads. Where did they all come from? Lovely. Delicious. And I'm going to switch to this because there's some crowd control that needs doing. Okay. I was going to say this should take us up, 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 up. I'm going to change our armor at some point relatively soon. Oh yeah, we're back here. Cool. So now, all being well, Patches should be here. Bastard. Is he? No. That's annoying. So what do I have to do to... What do I have to do to, get him to come, to get him to turn up? I'm not entirely sure, you know. Maybe I need to defeat the Deacons first. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Because I need him to turn up because I need him to progress Siegfried's quest line, which I desperately want to do. But let's defeat the Deacons first, because they're not that hard a boss, really. Especially if you have help along the way, which would be very much appreciated. Oh. I was going to say, there's usually some summon signs around here. There's usually a couple, actually. Horace, yeah! Horace and Henri are usually here. Now, don't get any ideas, my dear. You know, just because the weird woman back at the cathedral wants us to be wed. You know, you're not my type. I'd be more inclined... I mean, I'm not inclined towards either of you, quite frankly. But I'd be more inclined towards him. Come on, then. Okay. Henri of Astora! Come on, then, guys. Let's go do it, shall we? No, not that. I mean, let's go kill some stuff. That's what I meant. Okay. Here we are. This is really tough. Now, that's the one we want. You see the one? Him. With the soul. You want to kill the one that has the soul in it. Where is he? It's the big guy. What? Fuck. Missed shit, that's gonna cost me. Oh, it's gone. Bollocks, where's it gone? Oh, it keeps dodging about. Where's it gone? Actually, hang on. Oh, they don't like that. They really don't like that. Ah, you bastard. Where's it gone? You have to keep a real eye on it, because it leaks all over the feckin' place. It's a pain. Okay, we're getting there. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? It's over there now. Cool. Now where? Where's it gone? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where's that soul got to? I can't quite see, to be honest. Oh, big tall guy. Oh, it's over there. It was behind the altar. I kicked your soul in the face. Right. Now it's going to get a bit trickier. This is the true Deacon. This is the one we want to fight here. This is the true guy. Right, we want to run while they're doing this. Run away, basically, because that is a powerful... Fuck, it got me. That's a powerful attack, that one. Very nasty indeed. Ah, you bastard. It's him we need to fight. Not these guys, him. This is basically it. You just need to fight him. Nothing else, just focus on him. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Well, need to run, need to run. And I need to heal. Okay. Right, where is he? Oh, fuck. Piss off, you. Right. You can actually cause some real damage by getting rid of these guys. You know, the big guys. There we are. We need a bit more in the way of crowd control here. Like that. There we are. That's a bit more like it. Where's he gone? Where's the actual Deacon? Oh, he's there. Cool. Do not let them grab you. Do not let the big guys grab you. There we go. There we go. He's done. We've got the soul of the Seekers of the Deep and the small doll. That's what we wanted. Brilliant. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tomb of Aldrich. But it's empty. Interesting, eh? It's not... There's nothing in it. How weird, eh? This is where he was housed. I mean, you can tell, first of all, how vast the thing that he became was, and second of all, how revered the creature was, yeah? How very, very revered. Interesting. Right. I'm gonna sit, but what I want to do, I want to see if I can get patches to appear, because I can't do anything until, oh, I know what might make him appear. I know what might make him appear. Let me go back to the cleansing chapel. What normally does it is if you find Siegfried in the well, it is Siegfried in this one, isn't it? Not Sigmire. If he's down the well in front of the church, which is where he is. It's where he finds himself. It's so silly. It's so bloody silly. It's very funny indeed. That should trigger him, hopefully. Let's go have a look. I hope he's there. Because I'd be very annoyed to miss out on that quest storyline. It's really good. Let's have a look. Yeah!
Hello! Anyone there? Anyone at all?
Oh, Siegfried, you are a card.
Oh.
Oh.
I know that voice. Just how long has it been?
Long enough, me dear, long enough.
It's me! Siegfried of Katerina!
I love Siegfried.
I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had.
Yeah.
Someone's swiped my armor.
I wonder who that could have been.
Did you happen to see it anywhere?
I haven't, I'm afraid, me dear.
Oh. Yes. I see.
Oh.
Not to worry. Great planning begets great fortune.
I love Siegfried.
An old tenant of the Knights of Katerina.
He's so cool.
I am a master planner, I do say.
Yeah, hence you finding yourself down the fucking well. He's so cool.
I'm in quite a pickle.
Quite a
indeed.
pickle.
Maybe I can fashion a replacement from...
Maybe not.
I've got to use my head and think.
It's very interesting. This Siegfried finds... He follows a very similar path to the original Siegfried, to Sigmire from Dark Souls 1, but it's not quite as ignominious. He actually does have a fairly decent ending, that guy. So, when we come back, ladies and gents, we'll go and see if we can find his armor for him, because I really want him... I want to progress his storyline. His storyline is really good in this game. So, until then, ladies and gents...